See the moonlights on the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Tallawah TV is in the town. Whoa, I'm getting ready. Got a corner on the telephone. Yeah, this is the Ocean of the Messenger, and you're watching Tallawah TV with the host and best Davis. Take it away.
Guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone who stayed on for that 2 hour plus live watch along, my first live watch along. So unfortunate about the results. Just to remind everyone, we lost 2-0 against the USA on their home soil in our first fixture, first match for the October window. I know there will be plenty of unhappy fans. Already people saying Tapper out. That's expected given tonight's results. It was against our rivals, the USA. I don't like to lose against them. I can't speak for you guys, but I'm pretty sure you guys don't like to lose against them as well. I will be bringing on one of my special guests very shortly, but just allow me to speak with them backstage so that we can get everything set up, and then we will be on the way. Let's see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys make of the game? Where was the game lost? Where was the game won for the USA? Just to recap on what we saw, the USA pretty much had us on the back burner for the first 45, especially they had a lightning start, quick lightning start. Didn't they? 20 seconds in, Kamal Taxi Lawrence put himself at risk of being sent off. According to the commentators, they were screaming out for a red card. Thankfully, his rash decision 20 seconds into the game only resulted in a yellow card. Damian Law also found himself on a yellow card as well, so that's worrying to see. We did make a couple rash decisions in that first 45. Between our defensive players. Thankfully, nobody ended up with a red card, and we all know the result by now. USA 2, Jamaica 0. Let's just see what some of you guys are saying. Lack of concentration after halftime. I agree with you on that. This concentration wasn't there. Definitely guilty of that. A bit like we lacked concentration towards the end of the Mexico game, didn't we? When we were supposed to shut up shop, we let them come at us and got that all important winner. I hear where you're coming from. I guess we are guilty of doing that. Switching off. First off, the first second 45 from the host was mirroring of what we saw in the first 45s from them. They came right at us. Took their opportunity, and obviously it paid off. With Pepe chasing a hat trick. Thankfully, he didn't get that, but nevertheless, it's still a devastating loss. I was hoping that we would kickstart our World Cup journey against the current Gold Cup champions. It's always an exciting game when we're going up against the United States because of that history and that rivalry behind us. But as I said to you before, please drop your comments in the comments section. I would love to give it a read and maybe digest or dissect a few of your comments. Midfield, we seem to just, that's the engine of the team. You know how it goes. If the engine isn't operating, then that kind of break down the overall functioning of the team. We still have an issue in midfield. Back four tonight as well. It looked shaky a little time, didn't they? Weren't at their best. I guess you could say we had two two of our key centre backs, definitely Liam Moore, missed that Liam Moore partnership with Damian Lowe. But credit to Adrian Mariappa, he held his own at times. But yes, we defense wasn't that great tonight. One thing I will give credit to is Tariq McGee and Damian Lowe. We saw that both players were, I guess you can say, called out by Tapper some days ago in that exclusive interview, and he basically touched on the communication between the vice captain Damian Lowe's last performances in the October window, where he said Damian was playing the ball over his midfield and that he wanted Tariq McGee to do more with communicating with Damian Lowe and saying, give me the ball. Tonight, we did see that at least on one occasion where where Damian Lowe passed the ball cleanly to Tariq McGee, and we saw that signature move from the little magician, David Silva, as they like to refer to him as. He did what he does best with these elegant twists. Want to see more of that from Tariq McGee because we know we have it in his lock. He has it in his locker. So we do want to see Tariq McGee come alive in the next string of games. You're only going to see the best of McGee if you put faith in him and give him a run of games. It's not just a case of giving him one good game here and then you don't see him for the next couple of games. That's not going to work with aiding his development. Let's see what Gavin is saying. Gavin, thank you so much for staying on with me this evening. Definitely appreciate your support. FW as well, appreciate your support, and to everyone who is watching, even if you might feel a little bit shy to drop a comment, definitely appreciate you guys' support. Let's see what Gavin is saying. They were as tense as us fans, and it was too easy for the US. We didn't attack enough and lacked a lot of confidence in the second half. I agree with you. I think there were periods of that first half where we just gave them too much respect, whether that's intentional or unintentional. Way too much respect for this USA team. Too much time on the ball, giving them too much time on the ball, giving them too much space to kind of like figure us out, because that's exactly what they were doing. This USA side, you saw them at times trying to play through the middle, trying to work our wings, trying to cut through, cut over us, trying to play over us, I should say. They tried different techniques to see if they could get the better of us, and unfortunately for us, in the end, they found a way through and were able to score 2 goals. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. We definitely didn't attack enough, and we did most certainly lack confidence in the second half. I think my special guest has made his way back, so I'm going to reintroduce Mr. Chemo himself. This guy was amazing. He actually reached out to me out of the blue and said that he wanted to come on, and I saw it as a blessing. I was not going to tell him no. So let's bring him back on.
You hearing anything?
No, yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
Okay, good. Much better.
Yeah, I'm saying at that time he wasn't anywhere close to the first team for Chelsea. So I believe it would be easier for him to pick Jamaica and be committed to Jamaica at that point.
Yeah.
If he was in the first team, no, that would be a different argument.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the choice was easy for him.
So you could actually control early.
Yeah, that's a fair point, because when he was at Chelsea, Chelsea did do this thing where they just have a host of players.
That players on loan.
Exactly. But I think being that he was so young, Michael Hector was in his right to have a hype about him, because although he played for XOXO number of clubs,
and he was doing well at Reading. He was doing well.
Exactly. Essentially, he was still a Chelsea player. Looking forward to the next game at home on home soil against Canada. How are you both feeling?
I'm scared.
I'm scared
as hell. But
I'm scared. This Canada team does not sit back. they're attacking straight. I mean, the game is now 1-1.
Oh, Canada
It's now
scored.
1-1. Yes, Canada score
Wow.
back. Because
Wow.
someone scored, one of the defenders scored in a counter for Mexico, and Canada actually scored. They didn't sit back. They're playing them and they're fighting them man for man right now. And I'm telling you, this Canada team can even beat and upset a Mexico team at home. I mean, do you name Tejan Buchanan? They're playing with a lot of confidence. Alfonso Davis, these guys are playing. I mean, they're playing. I think they have Jonathan David on the bench. Not sure what's the call. And Raul Jimenez is out there and Lozano as well.
Oh.
For Mexico. But they're matching them. They're matching them, to be honest. They're matching them. It's not like you can see the difference. It's end-to-end action. But I'm scared where this game is concerned. Will we have Grant for the Mexico that Canadian game?
Yes,
Yes,
for the
it should be
Canada
available.
match.
Yeah.
Okay, someone is saying this is the best Canada team they've had. I prefer to not know that because I like my co-host. Now you've got me feeling nervous.
Junior Eilert is on the bench as well. Davids, I think, is on the bench. Junior Eilert, Samuel Pate. They are quality players that is actually on the bench, and this team is playing like this. They're building something. They're building something special.
And they're fearless. No matter if it's the USA or Mexico, they go at you.
And all of this confidence is coming from the lower teams that they played to actually qualify for also the Gold Cup. They used that little squad they had to build that camaraderie. You understand? That connection. I mean, all I can do right now is just hope for the best and hope the JFF wants the best for the national team. Because, I mean, they have a key role to play. They have a major role to play. And if they play their part, I mean, you could see a change with these players and everything.
We're all living in hope.
It's going to be so difficult because
I know
at the office, there won't be any fans. There won't be any fans. So, you know, everything is going against us, and we're up against this good Canada team. We're low on confidence.
Yeah, imagine a team just coming in your backyard and taking the 3 points like it's theirs.
You know, Tapa is very scared, I would imagine.
Before we close off, guys, because I am wary of time, can you see us picking up a win against I know now I know against Canada you guys are saying no chance. But against Honduras, can you see us getting a win in this October international window?
I mean, the ball is rolling. We never might know this lose. I mean, we lost 2 in the last round, and we lost our first again, like what we did against Mexico. But I mean, until these 3 games play, I can really judge the situation extremely serious. But let's see how we start that game against Canada. Then I'll actually judge if we can pick up a draw at home. It's funny how we're even reaching this level where not we, but I'm reaching a level where I'm saying if we can pick up a draw at home against this Canada team, as if we're going to play away. But as you said, Crystal, the confidence level is really low. So I mean, drawing a game against Canada at our own home would do a lot. I would maybe feel a lot better going into that game against Honduras because no game from here is easy. And with the other teams there in the group that is having 3 points and 4 points in the group, seeing us at the bottom with 1 point, all of them is gonna come at us to take 3 points. So I said, okay, Jamaica is that team to come and take. We know they're missing a lot of players. They're the team to get 3 points from. And in the World Cup qualifier, you have to have at least 2 to 3 teams that you bully for 3 points to qualify for this World Cup. Yeah, you need to have 3 teams that you bully to qualify for this World Cup. You don't need to beat everyone. You understand? You don't need to beat everyone, but it is what it is. And we just have to grow from here.
Absolutely. Eddie, would you like to add to that?
I mean, we've become the beating stick of the group. That's very sad to say. However, all is not lost. I think it's not impossible for us to get a win. But there needs to be some form of change, some major change. I'm not saying Tapa out is a change, but probably a change in a major change in personnel and our formation. We might have to try out three at the back. There needs to be some difference. We can't be doing the same thing over and over and expecting results when we're not, been getting the results. So I need to see something different from Tapa in the Canada game for me to have some form of hope that we'll get a win at least.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at some of the stuff that's being said in the comment section. Interesting take from the guys who are watching and listening on. Let's look at midfield. What are you guys changing in that midfield for the Canada game?
Well, it's a no-brainer. Gooner said it.
So
Anthony Grant for Haka.
It's
okay.
I think that's a no-brainer change. What do you think? I think what Andre Gray didn't get a game. It's not a case where Andre Gray never got a game, so give him a run, because they can't really. I wouldn't judge most of the players of this game, and we won't have. Remember, we won't have one of our key centre back.
Yeah.
Well, we have no other choice to use Jamai
Topi, yeah.
Aren't we going to reinforce for the players that we have missing in the squad, or we can't do that?
We can, but I think at this late stage would have to be somebody local.
USL players probably. Oh yeah, USL or MLS or Jamaica.
Yeah, we could look at Kevin Lambert. He can play at centre back.
Kevin Lambert, we could. Any other person in mind?
No, not really.
The thing is, the more we think about it, the more you add disruptions to the team, because you're not going to get much fluidity, because you've got players who haven't played with each other for a certain number of months or possibly even years, or maybe even never. So even then, when you put them in the mix at this point, for certain players, you are no doubt setting them up for failure. And the fan base at the moment is divided and hot-headed, so I wouldn't want no player to be thrown into fire at the moment. I can see you guys there in the comment section. Thank you guys for staying on with me for the best part of, she's probably coming up to like 4 hours now, or maybe even over that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I didn't really call out a lot of people's name, but if I brought your comments up on screen, then that clearly goes to show that I have seen your comments. I don't want to name every person in the comment section, because I know that I will miss out on someone, and I don't think that's fair, especially if you've sat with me throughout the whole near enough 4 hours. I don't want to miss out on your name, but I do want to thank you all for blessing me with your time. My special guests, my gooners, my hitters, Chemo and Mr. Eddy Gooner as well. Guys, please check out Sports Down the Middle, and you would have heard Chemo mention his plug, his business in our live watch along. If you didn't hear about it, I'm going to let him give you one last info on his drinks business.
Okay, so it's actually two. So on Instagram, you have Drinks Studios JA on Instagram, and you also have complimentary furniture makings and decor JA on Instagram.
There you go.
Good stuff.
Carry on.
Yeah. So you have those two.
There you go, guys. please, at some point I will leave the description I will leave their details in the description of this video. Please support the both of them because they are one of our own
Indeed.
Jamaican bred. So please do your best to support them. It's such a shame I've got coach that's just joined us. I say such a shame because I would have loved to have seen him earlier on, but obviously he also have his own platform. You must know this guy by now, Coach's Desk. Do check out his
Big up,
work.
coach. Big up,
Coach
coach.
Coach
Yeah,
Devon,
coach.
the veteran. This man needs no introduction. He's one of the
No
best in the
introduction.
business. Ryan
No
LFC as
introduction
well.
whatsoever.
Ryan LFC as well. Ryan's usually on my platform, but obviously tonight we're doing our own thing. Ryan's probably over on his platform doing his wrap up as
Creating
we
havoc.
speak. But do check out these guys. Travis as well, Believe Baller. Like I said to you guys, when it comes to getting those timely, bite-sized video highlights of our players across the diaspora, particularly in Jamaica, Believe Baller is where it's at. There's a host of us. Please support us equally, and let's keep that unity going on, not just in the fan base, but also amongst our content creators as well. Spread that love and that unity. Let's look through these comments one last time. Coach, I hope you're okay. Coach Devin Porter and also Coach's Desk. Big Bro, I hope you're good. Let's go through. I think that might be it. I might have gone through all the comments tonight, and I'm seeing faces that I've never seen before. So thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and also the subscribe button. And from my guests, any final words from you guys?
To be honest, I just as it relates to the game on on Sunday, to be honest, we just have to look on where we have a lot we have a lot and you know what, we have been losing the game in some similar positions because that first goal was, as I said, like deja vu in that in that Gold Cup. You understand? So Gold Cup quarterfinal against the United States, that cross that came in. But I mean, we have to look at where we're losing these games and what's the problem, and we have to try and fix it as early as possible. And I can say, even though we're not getting any wins, we only have 1 point on the board. It's still early days, and if we can find a formula from here, it would be good for the team going into the latter part of this stage of the World Cup qualifiers, that we will be playing most of our game at home. Hopefully, we will have fans by then.
Absolutely. And Eddie, final words from you.
As I said earlier on my live, that is Operation Save Tapa. Tapa has a mission to get 5 points, from 3 games, and we still have a chance to get that 5 points. So until we lose or don't get a point against Canada, there's still hope. And I think, but as I said before, Tapa need to go back to the drawing board. He needs to employ something different. And if he does not do that, we'll be in problem again.
I agree with you on that. We need something new because what I don't want is these countries, they've probably already done it, figure us out, do their homework on us and chalk us off their list. So I know the expectation or the momentum is quite low going into our home game against Canada. But hopefully at the end of that Honduras match, we've got some points on the board. Guys, thank you so much for blessing me with your time. The guys in the comment section, thank you for riding this one out with me. This has been my first ever live watch along and live review as well. So it's a bit of history for me, and it's one that I am greatly going to enjoy. Massive thank you to my special guests, Chemo and Eddy.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you guys
Thank
for
you.
being
Thank
part
you.
of
I'm happy. We're a part of history. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, no problem in helping you.
I wish
helping you grow.
I wish we actually won. That would make history be so proud. We could actually say the first time we were doing this watch along, Kimo was on. You remember? Years to come, we can say Yeah, Kimo was
Yeah,
on that channel for the first time when we actually won against them in the World Cup Qualifier. That would be good. That would be something good. That would be
you know what?
a good part
One
of
day
history.
we're gonna get it. One day we're gonna
One
get
day,
that
one day,
all
bro,
important
one day.
win.
There are more history to be created on this channel, so don't worry.
Thank you guys. Again, guys, good night. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Sorry about the results. Before you leave, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Take care.
Bye.